Welcome everyone. It's Anthony, the founder of the Bulbaritos. I'm excited today to be casting over what should be an amazing match in JWM2 for the Norse realm and 411K from the Anubis realm. Should be a really exciting matchup between two really powerful alliances. 411K on one side for the Anubis realm, champions of the Osiris League Season 1, JWM2, Final Four, Top 4, brand new alliance, brand new set of players that started playing just this last season. Very powerful, very coordinated, should be an amazing match to watch. So for those of y'all who weren't able to catch our talk show, we are going to be trying to get more people on. I built out some stuff specifically for this match because this is the Bulbaritos match of the week for the Osiris Invitational. I would love to hear from y'all in chat if y'all are excited for it. Hey, Azrael. Hey, welcome. So we are going to be highlighting some players. If y'all think there are other players that we should highlight, let me know, and I'll make sure and do it in our coming up streams. But without further ado, I'm going to kind of present the match in a way so that y'all can kind of start getting a feel of the magnitude and the power that's really in this match. So I'm excited for that part. All right, so just to recap for those of y'all who missed or weren't able to see the first match of the Osiris Invitational, we have a cool little leaderboard to roll up. So in the first match, HKL versus FN, we did cast that match as well. It should be on the channel shortly. Hey, Koti, welcome. HKL ended up taking that match fairly easily. It was about 40K to about 16K. So long story short, what ended up happening in the first 5 minutes, FN lost first occupation on all of their major structures. So HKL took about a 10K point lead in the first 5 to 7 minutes. And then from there, it was all kind of overextensions and crazy plays and that kind of stuff, and it didn't really pan out. So HKL ended up taking that match. So they got the first official win for the Osiris League, or for the Osiris Invitational for the Horus Kingdom. So we did document that over here. We will be updating this throughout the week after each match, or after the matches for the week, and then the following week we'll end up showing the new leaderboard and points and that kind of stuff. Okay. So our player to watch on our previous video that we want to highlight from JWM2, his name is Just B.
So his power, he has 111 million power, 150 million kills, 3.5 million deaths. You're going to start seeing that across the board with all these teams in the Osiris Invitational, that their power and their kills are all up. They're all very elevated. So they are fighters. They do know how to fight. So we wanted to highlight, a couple of his teammates wanted to highlight him from the Osiris League that had just concluded, that he was a critical part. So we really wanted to give him some shine and let him shine a little. And on the opposition, for 411K, an up and coming alliance who are the champions for the Anubis realm, it's Akai. Once again, over 100 million power. He has 260 million kills, 7 mil deaths. And I added on the civilizations. That way players who aren't familiar with top tier gameplays and what civilizations they use and so on and so forth, that way y'all can kind of see them. We are going to be doing this for each match that we cast, just to highlight certain players and give them kind of recognition for what they do for their alliance in the Ark of Osiris. Okay. Then we're going to pop up a comparison so y'all can see them side by side. And for those of y'all, I chose those commanders for a specific reason. I chose Richard for JWM2. For those of y'all who, which I'm assuming most of y'all know, Gecko Gaming, he released a video on the pairing that basically got, what they attributed their rise and success in JWM2 strat was using Richard. So that's why I wanted to highlight Richard. Attila, he's just a killing machine. So I wanted to highlight Akai's kills. So that was the reason between the two. So you can clearly see they're both fairly stacked. But the real thing that a lot of people really want to see, and that's the exciting part, and some people want to see, is this. All right, so I'll leave this up for a little bit. That way y'all can, I won't leave it up too long, but that way y'all can check it out and see the actual power that we're working with. So on JWM2 side, the lowest power is 84 million. Now keep in mind these numbers are lowered because they had just come out of Light versus Dark, the Kingdom versus Kingdom event. So their power lowered substantially because of it. Lots of fighting. So that's to give you a good indicator of what we're looking at. As well as 411K. They're not, they're pretty stacked themselves. The cool thing about this is because of the way the rules are set up, it kind of makes it an even playing field with the same amount of troops, max commanders, expertise, that kind of stuff. So power doesn't necessarily matter in regards to that, but it is cool to see, these are their actual Osiris League teams. So it's cool to see the power and the growth and what top tier teams power stack up looks like. Okay. Now we are in game. All right, let's check out this screen, see how far off we are. All right, we're 5 minutes out. So we're going to stay here. I'm going to turn on some tunes. Let me know in the chat who y'all think is going to win. I'm excited to actually cast this one. So let me know who y'all think is going to win. Let me know if the audio levels are too high. Then we can kind of go from there. So Scotty, who do y'all have winning the match? Alright guys, 3 minutes. Let's do a couple little things real quick before the match is about to start. If y'all have questions, let me know. Like I said, I'm Anthony, founder of the Bulbaritos. We have a tremendous community that we're growing, filled with amazing people, entrepreneurs, creatives, and gamers. We just build a community that way we could all have kind of a place to hang out and chill and meet cool people and do what we like to do, which is game. So if you are interested in joining, I'll post our Discord link. I'll post our Discord link in the chat. That way y'all can join. If you enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We are going to be releasing some cool events exclusive to the Bulbaritos. I'm hoping within the next month. We'll see how the timing kind of plans out. And it'll allow y'all to win some exclusive prizes, stuff like that. So we are excited for it. And if y'all are too, then let me know. All right. So let's see what we want to do real quick. See matches. Okay, so here are the scores. Like we were talking about, HKL, FN. It was fairly lopsided. It wasn't. FN did sneak out the first arc, but then HKL adapted and started coming earlier, and then had the forward-facing presence, and from then FN just wasn't. They weren't able to get through, so then they captured the next two arcs. Make sure y'all say hi in chat. I would love to thank y'all for joining us, as well as let me know who y'all think are going to win the matches, the ones up here. So 411K, JWM2, NCBOV, NBA1, and JWM. I'll tell y'all who I got. Let me post it. I got... Those are my winners. Let me know who y'all have winning the matches. All right, let me see. 49 seconds. Let's get it going. Alright, here we go. 16 seconds. And then we are off to the races. Alright, here we go. Oh, might have to back out. Let's see. CB and do done. Done. And we are live. All right, let's zoom out. Let's see. Let's turn this thing off. That way we don't have to watch the toxicness. Unless y'all want to watch it. All right, JWM2, here we go. Huge thank you to Gazai. He was a huge help in getting the teams and getting all the information relayed to me. That way I could really try to highlight their team. Just B, the player that we were talking about, here he is. Just B, we'll keep an eye on him, see where he goes, and then we'll go from there. But I know a lot of people already know JWM2. Let's go try to highlight 411K, because I'm really interested to see. Okay, there's a Kai. There's the guy I was telling you all about. Looks like he boosted up. Oh no, he's about the same. He's where I saw him last. All right, so we've got a minute left. Everybody in here should be T5. Shouldn't be no doubt. Looks like we're missing a couple. Ooh, Hopefully not. That would be a bummer. That would be a bummer. Let's see. I'm fairly certain all JWM is in here. Are they missing one? It looks like they're missing one. Okay. Well, they got a minute. Let's see who they got. There is the last one. And if I butcher the names, apologies. I'm probably going to. All right, so JWM2 are all there. All right, let me know in the chat who y'all want to watch the breakoff for, JWM2 or 411K. That way we can make sure and you're still missing two. Yeah, missing one now. Should be a really good match, though. I am excited. All right, 25 seconds. First vote will win. Which side do y'all want to watch? Takers, 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 takers. All right. And let it begin. All right, so as usual, we do have CC, we do have fast marches going out. And the floodgates open. I mean, I'm actually interested he didn't use that tile and hop. I would have used that. That would have given you an extra couple seconds right there. Very surprised at that. So interesting that on Anubis side, so if you watch Horus long enough, you'll actually know the strategy for the fast cav. They tend to run into the outpost. That way they can get early occupation, and then they hop back out. They tile hop it. But Anubis is not doing that. So you should, and it, interesting enough, oh, what did he do? Oh, he hopped out the wrong way. Oh. He easily could have tile hopped twice, and that would have made up a lot of time. Let's go check and see what JWM2 is doing. So is it Julius? Dragon Lancer, okay. So, and here come a majority of the marches, and we already have a rally coming out for JWM2. This is awesome. And if I had to guess, this is their obelisk rally. And it's booking it. Let's see what rallies are coming out right now. Oh, you can see it should be 4 and 4. Yeah. 2 to their obelisk, 2 to the opponents. Okay. Let's keep an eye on those and see. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so we can see the march, how it's squaring out. Okay, so it's squaring out pretty evenly. Let's see how 411K is looking. Coming out a little slow, but let's see. Okay, there they come. There we go. Okay, so we do have, like I was saying, the outposts were all captured fairly quickly by JWM2. I'm interested to see where the clash is going to happen first. I feel like this rally, they're going to let roll. All right, Carl BB with his CC rally. Let's see if they're going to break it off in front of this desert altar or if they're going to let it fly. I highly doubt with the CC they're going to let it hit because they probably get wrecked fairly easily. But keep in mind and pay attention to where they break off their troops. So they broke it off in front, which is or behind, which is very interesting. I would have let it roll and then come in through the top. So 90 seconds, they do have players at the structures. These are, keep in mind, this is the enemy desert altar. This isn't theirs. So they are postured up fairly. But if I had to guess, JWM2, yep, they're going to flood it. And they'll all start swarming at the same time. So JWM2 is just waiting for all their troops to gather together, and then they're going to start swarming. Okay. And never fails, never fails. I don't know what it is, but all teams that I watched, this Shrine of Life never has anybody near it. And that is always a surprise. Let's see. Look, JWM2 has theirs. There's their Sky Altar. Let's see. And their Shrine of War. There it is. So they have troops. So they see right now that nobody from 411K is pushing up. So guess what's about to happen? They're about to push all their troops up. And yep, here goes the fighting. With 20 seconds left. And look, they're dragging them out of the structure. Away from the structure, which is very, very interesting. Let's see if they can sneak it in. 5 seconds. You got 411K. So it'll be interesting to watch. I believe they're too close. Yep. So what ended up happening, if you play it back later on, they were so close to the structure that when they were trying to get into the structure, their troops pulled back to go into the structure. So it doesn't help when you're super close to the structure. And we got an Attila garrison that's getting swarmed hardcore right now. We'll check out this report here in a minute. Yeah, it's going down. Okay, so at least 411K isn't letting it go, but it should be a good match. I think. Who do they have as garrison? I can't see the picture. Let's see this battle report. I'm fairly certain it got swarmed super hard. Alright, let's watch some fighting. Alright, so they got a Constantine garrison. Let's see how that's going to hold up. From what I saw, and if you go watch the VOD for the HKL match, Charles manhandled Attila. And I mean, it wasn't even close. And I showed the reports from the structures and all that, but Charles manhandled Attila in the structure game earlier. So I'm interested to see if any of these players watched, because it's going to be interesting to see how many Charles we start seeing based on that result. And look at all these structures, all the blinking structures going on. The majority of them are 411. All right, 411's about to lose this. This Constantine's about to go down. Let's go check out a couple of the other structures real quick. Okay, interesting. So 411K, locking down their structure, trying to work on it. Let's go check out some of the other ones we got. Let's see. Oh, it's still the Charles. See, so like I said, look at the Charles and what he's doing. Unreal. Like, it's not even. And here comes the rally. So it's a Takeda. Look at all of those. Oh my goodness, reinforce it. See if they can get some reinforcements. And as you should be doing, 411K sending an Edward rally. That's interesting. Out of all the commanders, you have them all maxed and you send an Edward. I would at least send Ramses if it was me. Especially if they're maxed. But look at this. Just keep watching this, Charles. It's just insanity. He's just tanking to the extreme. I really want to see this Edward rally hit. I'm interested to see. Okay, so 411K. 411K currently owns the point per minute lead, which is good. They really do need that. So let's watch this. Let's watch this. Look at what Charles is going to do to Attila. it's just nasty. It's not even like we're gonna watch this because this proves the point. There's zero field presence right now, zero open field presence around this rally, and look at this Attila going down. And it's something I think is going to become a trend now because of how well this Charles is doing against Attila. But now it's going down. We'll see. Maybe the HKL build is just too good. That could be it too. The talents are what's going to separate the commanders now. But I can tell you earlier in the earlier match that the Charles build was nasty. It was getting swarmed and rallied and still defeating everyone. There's just B. Coming to kill off his march, which is smart. That way I can march back faster. JWM losing the structure game. Look at the map. Oh my goodness. Look at that map. Wow. That structure game right there. Look at Charles. Still holding up. If they could get a couple reinforcements to come in, this Charles would hold. Hopefully they can. Hey, it's welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, but as y'all can see, if they can get a couple more reinforcements, they don't even need a whole swarm of it. A couple more, this Charles has been tanking super hard during Osiris Invitational so far. But it looks like it's going to go down. Let's move. What do we got? A minute and a half. Let's go check out the middle because this arc is about to spawn. And here's our MVP for 411K, Kai in the mid lane. It's interesting though. Let's see how many troops. So we got 411K coming in through the top as well. See if 411K can start rallying the structure, which it looks like they just did and didn't do successfully. So they need to start sending troops. No doubt. The important part is that the first arc isn't a make or break arc. It's 3K points. You're not gonna lose based on that. But it is important to understand like how the opponent is actually utilizing their troops. So we're seeing 411K popping off a couple of different skills. 50 seconds to arc spawn. Hopefully, if I have an inkling, I think 411K, yep, there it is. They're sending all their troops to the middle now. So they're collapsing. And JWM is too. So let's see how it goes. And like I said, look, this Martel is still tanking. And here come the reinforcements. Oh my goodness. Oh my. I'd put money that this Charles outlasts all three of these marches. It's gonna happen. Ooh, and they switched it out for a Guan. Oh, okay. Never mind. Charles is out. Game over. Alright, let's see. In the middle. Everyone trying to grab the arc. Smart players. So for those of y'all who aren't used to running the arc, the trick is to grab it on the back side. Because if you grab it on the side or you grab it on your enemy side, it actually increases the amount of time it takes. Who grabbed it? Ooh, 411K sneaking it out. Let's see who it is. Meteor? I think it's Meteor. Or is it... let's see. Let's click on this guy. Thank you for not popping his name up. Awesome. Alright, well, hey, he got some good movement on that one. That's all you can really ask for, you know, is you just want to slowly move it. Yeah, each inch that you keep moving adds on like 20, 30 seconds worth of march time. Now you're going to see JWM2 starting to pop some skills. And here it goes. Just keep marching and filling and bringing more troops. I'm gonna zoom out, that way we can see kind of how many marches we have of each color. And y'all can already see from this picture, the red is just flooding. And the farther he gets out, the farther JWM2 marches have to march. And bogged down, they finally popped it. I think it's a little too late. He's about to get out of the circle. But they killed the arc carrier. All right, well, it at least did that for him. Make sure to say hi to us in the chat. I'd love to meet y'all. We have our Discord link above if you'd love to join us. And if you love the kind of content we're pumping out, definitely subscribe to the channel, and we'd love to have you. We plan on doing these more and more, so make sure to keep an eye out. All right, let's see. Run, Forrest! Oh, he's booking it. Funny. A lot of people, ironically, have been running the arc. In HKL, they ran the arc with the Attila Takeda march. I was laughing so hard. All right, where is he taking it? Looks like... See, if I was the CC marches that they have right here, the CCs, I wouldn't even be fighting right there. I would be coming over here and pulling the outpost. Tile hop, run to the outpost, and here we go. Howley. I'm sure they're about to swarm this. So that's the problem with doing this strat. Is when you come to the outpost, they're so you can't reinforce with very many troops. So if you get swarmed by 3 or 4 marches, you're kind of out of luck. So if I was 411K, see, and here comes JWM2 coming from the top side, I would be running it over here to the left, to my left, sorry. Because bringing it right here, what's going to end up happening, and we'll see if it works. Exactly. So they're going to do this. They're going to garrison it, and then they're going to let the arc carrier bring it to them, and they're going to knock him out, and then just immediately jump into the building and capture it. Let's see if it works. The structure game is kind of evened out, so that's good. The good part for 411K is it's so far on their side of the field that reinforcing these battles, it should just be a matter of time before they capture it. That's the only good side, the upside to it. You can also, doing this, knowing JWM here, see, so they got their Attila. I would send a rally here, send a rally to it, and if you don't have it, then break it off, and then you can start doing whatever, swarm the carrier, swarm the building, do, let the rally hit, do that kind of stuff. So you're going to see it here. Here goes 411K. Let's see if it works. They still haven't taken this building back. I will say, though, I am amazed at how many CCs I'm seeing on the field, considering all commanders are maxed in expertise. That I'm very surprised on. I will say that. So they're letting this Edward stay alive, which is very interesting. I would just swarm it. Okay, so 411K did take the structure game back. But at the same time, JWM is rallying all of the structures for 411K. So hopefully they have them reinforced, or this could be a very costly arc capture. And it looks like they got in. Or is he running it back? Where are you going, son? Oh, did they fill up the structure? Oh, they took it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Somebody swarmed that Ramses. Oh, no. That was a costly mistake right there. Because this march right here is another like 3 or 4 minutes way out. He needs to start bringing it back. Stop marching. Yeah, there you go. Bring it back. Let your guys swarm. Let it die. Kill off all the marches, and then just march it into that structure. Because the farther you go, the harder it is for your team. Just let them kill you. There you go. Now swarm all the marches. Don't even pick it up. Just swarm all the marches. Because they're all almost dead anyways. All right, there you go. They're starting to swarm them out. There you go. Dead, dead. Get the Alex. There you go. And now run it straight into the structure. Good. And he should be clear free. Hopefully the structure isn't filled, or else he can't get in anyways, but the open field is empty. There we go. 4K lead now. All right, let's go check out some of these structures. See this obelisk blinking. Let's go check it out. Once again, Charles, I'm telling you, I don't know if it's because of the Osiris Invitational or what, but Charles is just manhandling Attila today. We'll check out the report afterwards. That way y'all can kind of see. All right, we'll go check out one of these structures here in a minute. Clearly that Charles is about to win. We'll come check that report out here in a second. Let's see what we got here. We got Attila versus Constantine again. Look at all the Constantines. Holy smokes. We got a Ramses out here. We got... Oof. Looks like they switched to Charles. Yep. Switching it up. We got our Ethels over here. So they're playing it correctly. They know it's a battle of attrition. They know they need to debuff and buff. But look at all these marches getting melted. 411K has this. So they should be swarming that Ethel first. That way they get that debuff off. Surprisingly enough, they let it stay. Alright, we'll go check here in a minute. Let's see what's going on. Alright, so Ethel down, Ramses still there. Oh man, don't stack on top. I want to see. I think it's still... they switched it back to Constantine. Better start swarming that Ramses. Alright, yeah, that Ramses is going down. We'll check out this report. Let's check this out. Unless the battle report doesn't want to show. Yeah! Awesome. Okay. Let's go check back the obelisk report. That way we can see if what I was saying is true. It looks like the reports are bugged again. Sweet. Alright. Well, until then, let's go check out some structures. Attila Charles. I think that's going to be the theme of the Osiris Invitational. Attila Charles. It looks like this Attila build's a lot better. Structure game, still pretty even. Let's check out, see who's doing what. There's our boy Kai out here, top 5. Let's see, Ndazi. Alright. And once again, CC. Maybe there's some sort of secret meta going on right now, because there's a ton of CCs. With max commanders, I would be sending out a con before I'd be sending out a CC. Artemisia Garrison. I have noticed that too. Artemisia Garrisons in the Osiris Invitational haven't been doing very well. They've been getting nuked pretty hard. So some surprising trends of Charles beating Attila's, Artemisia not being very good or holding up very long, and a lot of CCs on the field for some weird reason. I think it's going down. No, maybe not. No, they reinforced it. It's good. It will hold. Point game is dead even now. Points per minute. It'll be interesting. So 3 minutes left for the arc. Exactly what they should be doing, they are doing. So JWM, knowing that 411K postures forward for the arc is now coming in 3.5 minutes early to posture forward, which is a smart thing to do. They should be doing this. And 411K does not seem to have, so a lot of dead marches marching back. Bad timing. Bad timing. See, so all these marches you're seeing right here should all be coming to the middle. Or they should go through the top. Here we go. JWM2 coming in the middle. They want this arc. So the reason that they're pushing really hard for this arc is, yeah, there is a 5K deficit right now, but that deficit gets erased immediately if they capture this arc. So they really do want this arc. It's worth 4K points. It will take it down to a 1K point deficit, which is not anything at all. And by the looks of it, it looks like JWM2 is going to be walking this one in. What do y'all think of the match so far, guys? Surprised? Not surprised? Oh, man. And the game crashes. Sweet. I'll get it in just in a second. All right. All right. And as expected, JWM, oh, interesting. So 411K is deciding what they're going to end up doing is they're going to split their forces on left and right. Because what that's going to allow them to do is, if they don't decide which side to go on, so what JWM2 should be doing is they should just target one side and overwhelm that side. Don't split your forces up. Because that's what 411K wants you to do. They want you to split your forces up. So 411K should just keep marching straight, and then stand up in the back. And here we go. Let the fireworks pop. So it looks like 411K did pull a couple of marches, which is smart. So they divided JWM2 forces up a little bit, and at the same time popped their skills. 30 seconds left. So if 411K can start pushing some marches through the top, they will be in a good spot. They made up a lot of map position with that one move right there. And the battle rages on. All right, now the arc can start getting grabbed. Let's see who's going to grab it. Oh, they grabbed it and died. Insta die. And the worst part is that it landed on the 411K side. So by it, look, it's another 10 seconds, 15 seconds just to get it back to the backside if they would have grabbed it from the backside. And the horde joins together. But JWM2 with the field presence, a ton of open field presence. Let's zoom out a little bit, that way y'all can see the marches. Look at the blue against the red. Just overwhelming right there. And it looks like they're off to the races. Look at this guy book it. Oh my. And they hit him with the bog down, and he's still flying through it. Is this dude running with the Tilla Takeda? Oh my. That's awesome. So the bog down does what it's supposed to do. It helped them to stall just a little bit. Look at all these people grabbing the arc. Let's see who grabs it. The weakest one grabbed it. That's fortunate. But it looks like 411K ran out of marches. Yeah, ran out of marches. We got this Richard marching on. He may catch it. We'll see. Hopefully he doesn't. He's probably going to get swarmed down before that, but... And they swarmed him down. All right, that's all she wrote. This should be a clean capture. But, interesting enough, now look at the points per minute. While all of that was happening, 411K said, okay, we'll give you that 4K, but now we're going to take all your points per minute in your structure game. We're going to neutralize all your buildings. So now, even with that arc capture, they're still going to be slowed down. So that'll be 4K. It'll put them about 2K behind, which is not a big deal. You can easily make that up fairly easily. Most of these marches should be splitting back out to go support the altars. Yeah, so they're going to swarm this guy down. There's no way. Yeah. And Edward versus Artemisia. Yeah, look at all these JWM2 marches. And the second they finish swarming this, they'll reinforce it back again and then start marching forward. Yeah, swarm that Ethel. That Ethel's toast. And this Edward's about to get super squishy. Swarm the Edward. Yep. Should be swarming it. Let's see. Let's see how this one goes. But yeah, just look at all these marches. So smart. Okay, so this is assuming they're not going to capture, which I don't think they are. So here's the smart play. What this is doing, and I talk about this a lot, the reason that I don't like when people immediately capture the art is because what happens is then it immediately resets the timer. So if you don't have fresh troops on the field, you're now at you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. So he escorted it. So usually what I suggest to people is that you wait for your marches for the mid lane to get killed off and already halfway back to marching back to their city, and then you capture it. Because then what that does is that gives you an opportunity to send out fresh marches to the middle for the next arc. Because if you immediately capture and you have a half dead march, and you immediately capture and it dies out in the field, it's still another 4 or 5 minutes before for it to march back. So then you're coming in late with your marches, so on and so forth. So the timing of capturing of arcs is a real key to success, especially if you're running the mid lane. So we're seeing 411K out here dominating structure. So this one's going to go down. But it did its job. It's, you know, they're stalling out like double the point, almost double the points. Let's see how this altar is going, or the shrine. Charles again. So Charles again. Once again, thank y'all guys for joining the stream. Appreciate it. It means the world to me. If you do like the content, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Join our Discord. We do have it in the link. And, you know, look forward to meeting y'all and hanging out. Definitely say hi in chat if you would love to meet all y'all. We can go from there. All right. So it looks like JWM2 held on. Let's see if how their rally is doing against, once again, Charles. So I think it's a reoccurring theme now. All right, so 411K held on to that one. And the structure game is even. They're holding. They haven't completely captured for JWM2. They're still 2K down. So the next arc is going to be a big one. So hopefully, what we're gonna try to keep a lookout for is to see if 411K understands that provisioning will be the decider. I firmly do believe, like I said in my previous video, that this match will be probably the tightest one of the weekend. But I also think it's going to come down to either one, the last art capture, or two, it's going to come down to who actually provisioned. Because I don't know, I didn't watch a tremendous amount of videos from the Anubis Osiris League, so I don't know if they understand how hard the Horus Kingdoms actually provision. They're usually around 5 to 7K, so it should be interesting to see how they envision it. So typical JWM2, I hear swarming and swarming and swarming. They will not be denied, and this will most likely go down. But they're reinforcing. Let's watch this Charles. They are reinforcing it, which makes a huge difference. There you go. There's the bar going up again. Huge difference if they're reinforcing. Because the more you reinforce it, all these marches are going to start disappearing here in a second. And they reinforce it again. Oh my. Charles. Coming in clutch. And look, this Ramsey's about to go. The Guan just died. This Ramsey's about to go. This Guan's about to die. It looks like they're about to hold this structure. And there goes the rally. There goes the rally. Reinforced again. We'll definitely check this report out. And at the same time, there we go. Like we said, the map just evened out. Points per minute, 590, 590. Looks like a lot of blinking structures, which is interesting because look at the timing again. 3 minutes. If I had to take a guess, I would guess that JWM2 is already in the middle, but we'll go check it out here in a minute. And now we got a lot of AFK marches. If they don't attack these Attilas, they're going down. Hopefully they recognize it. Okay, it looks like they did. With the switch to Constantine. And there we go. They held the structure. Let's check the... Oh, there it is. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, that was when the rally died. Look at all those marches. Look at that. Just look. And they had less troops. But they were getting reinforced. But just look. Double. And that's been consistent. I've seen this a lot. It's not constant. It hasn't been Charles. It hasn't been Charles Constantine like a lot of people in a lot of videos out there are saying. All the reports that I've seen that are really good in Osiris Invitational so far have been Charles Constantine or Charles Wu. I don't know why, because Wu shouldn't be doing that well against Attila Takeda. But in the reports we've been showing in the videos, it has been doing monster damage. Like not even close. Look again. Oh, Salad. Come on, guys. Rip. We got max commanders in here. You got max expertise, every single commander, and you're using a Saladin Joan. Boom. Just taking it. The Ramses. That's not very good. Dude, the swarm was real. Alright, let's go check out this arc. Where are the war drums? Okay, so the war drums got popped in the metal. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Let's zoom out just a little bit. There we go. So the key to this, and a lot of people, if you're not used to watching mid lane, the key is look where the fighting's taking place. The fighting's taking place on the 411K side, which only benefits JWM2. So that's always key. If you can drag marches, so standing here isn't helping. Like when these marches are standing right here, that's not helping anybody. If you're going to be getting hit like that, drag them to one position. Drag them somewhere. Even drag them towards the middle. Because right now, if somebody from JWM2 parked right here, like Gecko's about to do, He's going to pull from the backside. That gives him about a 10-second head start, and he takes off. And here it comes. In about 50 seconds, you're going to start seeing people coming in. They do need this arc, though. So if JWM captures this arc, it eliminates all the deficit that they actually currently have. So as much work and awesome work that 411K is actually doing, it's all for nothing if they get this arc, because then they'll be in a deficit. So it's kind of the importance of arc. The more and more you start playing with top tier teams and watching them, you understand that mid lane, gets left out in a lot of the lower powered arcs, but in the end game, or in that kind of game, in the powerful games, the mid lane is key, as you can see by all the marches people are using. Oh my goodness. Somebody's grabbing it, and once again they're grabbing it from the side. I think they're hoping that they won't get attacked on the way out. It's 411K. There they go, drag it, got murdered. But even that, so that was almost an inch of space. So the importance of that is important, because what that means is they have to march back 20 seconds just to get in front of the JWM arc site. So each inch they drag is only helping 411K, regardless of how it is. Because now you're going to start seeing it. Here it comes. So 411K is doing the right thing. So they're not even bothering attacking these people. And there goes JWM2. Look, making up all the time. But look, it's another just 10. See how it had to turn and march around the building? That's why. And it looks like is it Gecko running it? Oh, and they get hit with the bog down. So that should be a clear indicator right there. So they had it there, and it took almost 20 seconds just to march it back to the center. That's why it's important to understand where you should be grabbing the arc when you grab it. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can see the color marches. I'm fairly certain. Yeah. Oh, and it zoomed back in. Blue, blue, blue. And there goes. Oh, not anymore. Not today. Not today, good sir. Not today. And JWM2 just flooding. The important thing to keep an eye on, though, is to see if they're going to lose all their structures again in the process of sending, because you can't. You only have so many marches, so you either send them mid or you protect your structures. And it looks like they're running with it. Let's see. Let's see how long it lasts. So this is what I mean. See, now all the 411K marches need to be stop fighting over here and go towards the runner. But JWM swarming them down. I think 411K needs to start sending some topside. And somehow 411K took the arc and is running it amongst all the JWM2 people. Highly, highly contested. Highly, highly contested. Welcome everyone to the stream. Make sure to say hi to me. Love to meet y'all. Let me know what kingdoms y'all are from. We have players from kingdoms all over the place. 307, 225, 379, 411, so on and so forth. 59. We got players from everywhere. And here we go. All right. So the pile is moving. So an interesting strat that I'm interested to see if 411K will do is if they take this structure right here, they have an opportunity to use this to their advantage. Send a rally to the structure, break it off, and then come from the top if they can. Or send multiple rallies and then break them off. Yeah, and here it goes. They're doing exactly what we called. So hopefully they have reinforcements because it doesn't look like they do. It looks like they were just trying to neutralize the structure. JWM2 running, they know that they lost their outside, so they're running straight to the back. And who else? Like we were saying, player to keep your eye out for, just be running it. Running it. But, like I said, what was it that I told you I'll keep an eye on? Oh, I sound robotic? That's weird. Let's see. Hey, Frederick, thanks for telling me. How does it sound? Did it fix up or no? Okay, sorry about that. So as we were talking about before, the issue that's coming up is they may capture the structure, but look at what they lost in return. They lost their structure game, points per minute. So once again, they may capture it, give them the 4K points, but then they're still down by 2K points because they lost all their structures. And 411K is doing a perfect counter to it. Okay, give me 1 second. Oh man, I think I just removed the thing. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I don't know why it's stuttering. Honestly, I'm gonna have to troubleshoot it later. Yeah, I'm not even sure, man. I'll keep tweaking on it, Frederick, but I'm not sure what's going on, man. Let me see. Where's the arc? Let's see. Okay, so they're still running it. It's still more understandable than the other people streaming this. I'm sorry, but I can do the robot though. Like, oh god, that's so bad. I don't know what's going on, man. I really don't. I don't know if maybe I need to lower my quality settings on the game, or I'm overloading. I want to check my PC stuff, but If I do, I think it's going to cut my screen out, and I kind of don't want to interfere with my screen gameplay right now. That's pretty nuts, though. I don't know why I'm robotic. It's kind of driving me nuts, too, because I have the mic. All right, by the looks of it, that will be the capture. Unless this Freddy is a godlike man. Are they capturing it or they're holding it? I think they're going to capture it. I think they just waited for the marches to get out. It is, but look, in return, look what ended up happening. They got it. It still keeps them in the game, but it took 15 plus minutes to capture that arc. There is no more opportunity for any more captures. So now JWM2 needs to go ham on the buildings, on the structures, and start. Hopefully their provisioning was superior provisioning, because if they don't have 5 or 6K provisions, like I said, I think it's going to come down to provisions. Like I said in my show, it will come down to provisions. I'm not sure how well 411K provisioned during their Osiris League, but I can tell you that matches were lost several times in the Horus Kingdom for provisions. Just the last person coming in and the last 30 seconds capturing 7-8K of provisions makes all the world of a difference. So JWM2 needs to start swarming all these structures, neutralizing them, and at the same time, look what's happening. They're losing the points per game again. So let's go check out all the red structures and what's going on. Because JWM2 should be swarming all of these structures. My prediction for the match was that 411K would win by less than 1,000 points. That's what my prediction was. And it looks like, I think it's going to hold true. I think provisioning is going to put them super tight. I'm going to zoom out real quick and then see. Interesting. I don't see anybody provisioning. That is interesting. Nobody's provisioning. Okay. Either they already came in or they're just not doing it. All right. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to fix it, gamer. But I can't really do too much while I'm on the stream. That's what's making it hard, is I'm trying to fix it, but without me taking down the stream, I don't really know if I can. I think the load on the computer might be too much right now. Let me see. see. All right, let's see. It's getting tight, getting tight. And JWM2 holding. All right, so minute 14. Yeah, they're gonna get one tick on it if they hold it. One tick. Let's go see if all these. It's all about provisions now. 6K. Look at the provision. Oh my goodness, they just jumped up so high. You see that? They were up by 4K. Now they're up by 6. All right. Let's see if JWM's goes up. And it just went up again. Provisioning coming in clutch. Let's see. Here they come. Boy, oh boy. 26 seconds, that one will get in. 31, that one will get in. That's a sad face.
Our forces have lost control of the Shrine of Light.
Oh my gosh, look at the provisioning. Oh. And watch, it's gonna go up again here. Boom, another 500. That was like 7 or 8K right there. So they clearly know what to expect from JWM and JWM2. So they knew to provision. And the emoji's getting popped. Dang. 4 seconds. Let's check these reports out, guys. This is pretty nuts. I'm not gonna even try to pronounce your name, good sir or lady. I'll probably butcher it. 160K, 411K, champions of Osiris League in the Anubis realm come out in shock. I don't know if a lot of people expected them to be JWM2, but they came out and shocked everybody. Let's check out the stat line. Look at the provisions. Oh my goodness. I expected that to be in reverse. And if that would have been in reverse, look what would have happened. JWM2 would have won if they would have provisioned. It would have been the opposite way around. Occupation score is fairly close. Fairly close. Osiris score went in JWM2. They went in. Kills, 411K. Man. And I think a lot of those were on the rallies on the structures, not even in the middle. Severely wounded. That tells you they had the good trades, the good sides of the trades. The heals, interesting to see that they're still heals. I'm actually going to keep an eye on to see how the healing goes and if 2 million of each type is actually going to be enough. I'm interested by that. And from there, man, it was an awesome match, guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, everybody. Well, thank you again for watching the stream. My name is Anthony, the founder of the Bulbaritos. Thank you all again for joining us. If you do like this kind of content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you join our Discord. I'll post the Discord link in the chat. Feel free to join us. We have gamers from all over the place, Rise of Kingdoms, Destiny, Call of Duty. If there's a game and you want to play it, let's play it. We are going to be rolling out some exclusive content for the Bulbaritos community in the next month and a half for Rise of Kingdoms. So if you would like to participate in that and, you know, meet some cool people, then join our Discord, and we'd love to have you. So thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate everything. Sorry for the robotic. If I was robotic the whole time, I appreciate everything from y'all, and thank you so much for joining us. All right, y'all have a great day. Peace.